To numerous winners, I took a few losses. You know I hit, still got chicken to fry. Know some people like...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Mayfield down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though, and it'll be Titan football. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Up to the 20. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one at the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's Levis.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
And Beasley with it over the middle.
And he will have the Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Titans come in with 2 wins on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Henry up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Henry running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Mayfield. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep is Tank Dell. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
There he goes, right side. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
And that flag accepted.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Well, dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30.
And finally, he goes out of bounds just 10 yards shy of the end zone. A spectacular return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Henry.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield to throw it.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Tackled by Christian Fulton. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Toss left side for Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And this is how you answer a touchdown on the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Levis back to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Down the left sideline. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Get something together. You're supposed to catch ball, baby. That's how we do this, man. Bring it. They got to walk it. Don't stop that motor. Get ready. Get ready. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Hold up, baby. Get him going.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay the game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Levis looking to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nifty move. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for the Titans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Levis.
32-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Tannehill.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Houston's offense taking over again.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
As this complete to Woods. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 3. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if we're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
They'll run again. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Texans, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop their 11th game now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.